So here NCERT notes the first and second Anglo-Mysore Wars. Now discuss. So Anglo and Mysore Wars. So Anglo and Mysore Wars were a series of four wars between British and the Kingdom of Mysore in the later half of the 18th century in the southern India. 18th century and southern India between England, English, British and Mysore. Please remember Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali mainly 1721. She also come to here. So 1721 to 82. 1721 between 1721 to 1782. Like 60 years. So started his career as a soldier of the Himachal Army and soon rose a prominence in the army owing to his military skill. So he was made the Dalabhai, the commander-in-chief, and later the chief minister of the Mysore state of under Krishna Raja Vadar II, ruler of Mysore. He was made the Dalabhai, commander-in-chief, and later the chief minister of the Mysore state under Krishna Raja Vadar II, ruler of Mysore. Though his administrative power process so administrative powers and military skill, he became the de facto ruler of the Mysore with the real king, and with the real king he was the titular head only. Okay, so real king is titular head only, but he's the only or real administrator or real ruler this time. He set up a modern army and trained them along European lines. And second, mainly First Anglo-Mysore War, 1767 to 1769. Cause of the war. So here is First Anglo-Mysore War between 1767 to 1769. Please remember 1st Anglo-Mysore War. It is 2 years mainly, 1767 to 1769. This time this fight held. So here is cause of the war. Hyder Ali was built a strong army and annexed many regions in the south, including Bidar, Kannada, Sera, Malabar, and Sunda. Built a strong army and annexed many regions in the south, including Bidar, Kannada, Sera, Malabar, Sunda. He also took French support in training his army. He alarmed the British. Course of the war. The British, along with the Marathas and the Nizams of Hyderabad, declared war on Mysore. The British, along with Maratha and the Nizam of Hyderabad, declared war on Mysore. Hyder Ali was able to bring the Maratha and the Nizam to his side with skillful diplomacy. Hyder Ali was able to bring the Maratha. So Hyder Ali was able to bring the Marathas and the Nizam into his side with skillful diplomacy. So Hyder Ali was able to bring the Marathas and the Nizam to his side with skillful diplomacy. But the British under General Smith defeated Ali in 1767. But the British under General Smith defeated Ali in 1767. Okay, his son Tipu Sultan advanced towards Madras against the English. His son Tipu Sultan, okay. So the British under General Smith had defeated Ali in 1767. Please remember. And the British, along with Maratha and Nizam, Hyderabad declared the war, and Hyder Ali was able to bring the Maratha and Nizam to his side with skillful diplomacy. and but the British under General Smith defeated Ali in 1767. His son Tipu Sultan advanced towards Madras against the English. Result of the war. In 1769, the Treaty of Madras was signed, which brought an end of the war. Treaty of Madras, please remember 1769. The conquered territories were restored to each other. It was also agreed upon that they would help each other in case of a foreign attack. So the conquered territories were restored to each other. It was also agreed upon that they would help each other in case of foreign attack. Second major Anglo-Mysore War, 1780 to 1784. Cause of the war. Second Anglo-Mysore War. Please remember 1780 to 1784. Second Anglo-Mysore War. Please remember. So 1780 to 17, and before first Anglo-Mysore War 1767 to 1769, and second Anglo-Mysore War it is 1780 to 1784. Cause of the war. The Maratha attacked Mysore in 1771, but the British refused to honor the Treaty of Madras and did not give support to Hyder Ali. Okay. So Maratha attacked Mysore in 1771, but the British refused to honor the Treaty of Madras and did not give support to Hyder Ali. As a result, Hyder Ali's territories were taken by the Maratha and Maratha, and he had to buy peace with Maratha for a sum of 36 lakh and another annual tribute. This injured Hyder Ali, who started hating British. And when English attacked Mahe, a French possession under Hyder Ali's dominion, she declared war on the English in 1780. When English attacked Mahe, the French possession under Hyder Ali's dominion, she declared war on the English in 1780. Course of the war. Hyder Ali forged an alliance with Nizam, Marathas and defeated the British forces in Arcot. Hyder Ali forged an alliance with the Nizam and Maratha and defeated the British forces in Arcot. Hyder Ali died in 1782 and the war was continued by his son Tipu Sultan. Sir Ayarkut, who had earlier defeated Hyder Ali many times, ended the war inconclusively with the Treaty of Bangalore. 1782, Treaty of Bangalore. And here you can see other treaty. You can see different other treaties. Treaty of Madras 1769 and signed with brought to an end of the war. First Anglo-Mysore War stopped, and here is 1782. Hyder Ali died 1782, and Sultan Tipu Sultan now fight with so who had Sir Ayarkut who had earlier defeated Tipu Sultan Hyder Ali many times, ended the war inconclusively. Treaty of Bangalore 1782. Treaty of Bangalore, please remember. Result of the war. As for the Treaty of Bangalore, both parties agreed to return and capture territories and both. So here in Treaty of Bangalore, both parties agreed to return and capture territories and return the captured territories and prisoners to each other. So next, third and fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Just wait, it's now open. Third and fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Third and fourth Anglo-Mysore War. It is 1786 to 1790. So here Anglo-Mysore Wars were a series of 4 wars between British and the Kingdom of Mysore in the later half of the 18th century in southern India. Third Anglo-Mysore War 1786 to 1792, and second 1780 to 1794, and third it is 1786 to 1792. Cause of the war: the British started to improve their relationship with Nizam of Hyderabad and Marathas. Tipu Sultan, who assumed control of Mysore after Hyder Ali's death, had French help and bettering his military resource. He also refused to free English prisoners taken during the Second Anglo-Mysore War. He also refused to free English prisoners taken during the Second Anglo-Mysore War as per the Treaty of Mangalore. 1792 Treaty of Mangalore, and here he called course of the war. So Tipu declared war on Travancore 1789. Tipu declared war in Travancore. Okay, in 1789, Travancore was friendly state to British. In 1790, Governor General of Bengal, Lord Cornwallis, declared war on Tipu. Governor General of Bengal, Lord Cornwallis, this time declared war with on Tipu. Tipu was defeated in the first phase of the war and his forces had to retreat. Later, the English advanced towards English capital. Later the English advanced towards Tipu's control of Srirangapatnam, and Tipu had to bargain for peace. Result of the war: the war ended with the Treaty of Srirangapatnam 1792. Okay, Treaty of Madras 1792 and Treaty of Srirangapatnam 1792. Treaty of Madras was related with it is second Anglo-Mysore War and 1792, and here is third Anglo-Mysore War. It is mainly Treaty of Srirangapatnam. Please remember, important. As for the treaty, the Tipu had to cede half of his kingdom. Okay, and Tipu had to cede half of his kingdom to the English, including the areas of Malabar, Dindigal, Korj, and Baramahal. Okay, Tipu had to cede half of his kingdom to the English, including the areas of Malabar and Dindigul, Korj, and Baramahal. Baramahal. Also, he also had to pay 3 crore and as war indemnity to British. He also had to pay 3 crore as war indemnity to the British. Tipu also had to surrender 2 of his sons as surely to the British till he paid his due. Tipu also had to surrender 2 of his sons as surely to the British, okay, till he paid his due. Last is Fourth Anglo-Mysore War 1799. Fourth Anglo-Mysore War 1799. Cause of the war. So here you can see Third Anglo-Mysore War 1786 to 1792. Please remember 1786 to 1792, 6 years. And on the other hand, Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. So here don't forget 1786 to 92. And here is 17th Anglo-Mysore War 1799. Causes of the war, now we study. So causes of the war: Treaty of Srirangapatnam failed to bring peace between independent English. Tipu also refused to accept subsidiary alliance of Lord Wellesley, and Tipu aligned with French, which the British saw as a threat. Tipu aligned with French and which British saw it as a threat. Course of the war: Mysore were attacked from all the 4 sides, and Maratha and the Nizam invaded from the north. Tipu's troops were outnumbered 4:1. The Maratha and the Nizam invaded from the north, and Tipu's troops were outnumbered 4:1. The British secured this victory at the Battle of Srirangapatnam 1799. Okay, and British secured decisive victory in the Battle of Srirangapatnam 1799. Tipu died while defending the city. Then Tipu died, and result of the war: Tipu's territories were divided between the British and the Nizam of Hyderabad. The core area of the Seringapatam, around Seringapatam and the Mysore was restored to the Vedar dynasty. The core area around Seringapatam and Mysore was restored to the Vedar dynasty, who had been ruling Mysore before Hyder Ali and became the de facto ruler. Mysore entered into a subsidiary alliance with the British, and a British resident was placed at the Mysore court. And so Mysore entered into a subsidiary alliance with the British, and British resident was placed Mysore court, and Mysore court, and the kingdom of Mysore remained a princely state, not directly under British until 1947. The kingdom of Mysore remained the princely state, not directly under British until 1947, when it chose to join the Indian Union. Okay, so thank you. Now we discuss all the things.